Hey y'all, welcome back. My name's Katie and this is Dark Side of the Truth. Now, I know it's been a hot minute since I've recorded a video and my apologies on the delay. I have been very busy during this Christmas time, as I'm sure you all can imagine, and as I'm sure you all were too. But seeing as how Christmas is over and I have some extra time on my hands, we're jumping right back into it with an insanely mind-blowing Glitches in the Matrix video. And we're gonna be uncovering glitches in reality while this Matrix malfunctions in real time. And I'm like 95% sure that I have some new Glitch in the Matrix videos that probably majority of you have not seen, if any of you have seen these, really. We're also going to be touching a little bit, and I mean a little bit, on these like aliens and drones and things being seen in the sky. Quite frankly, I'm kind of over this topic. I don't know how you all are feeling, but like this is the only thing that I see online or on any social media site that I visit like every day. Like it's all over my For You page. It's just all about these aliens and drones and orbs and stuff in the sky. And while I'm interested in it and I think we all should be paying attention, I'm kind of over it. So we're gonna briefly touch on that, but that's not what like the main topic of this video is. Now, before we go any further, do me a favor and tickle the hell out of that like button. And if you're not subscribed to our channel, come on over and get subscribed to our channel, but make sure you hit that little bell icon so you get the ring notification whenever I upload new videos just like this. And without any more further ado or jibber jabber from me, let's get straight on into this video because these glitches in the Matrix are not gonna talk about themselves. Roll the intro.
They live, we sleep, the alarms going off, beep beep. Time to wake up to the deceit. Our whole reality's made up by the elite.
I put my shoes on, why do I have two left feet? Like if I take this shoe off and put this shoe in here, cool. This shoe's still on the wrong foot. So then I do it again. What the fuck? I'm confused. I cannot get my foot in this.
Okay, where is this car that's reflecting on this Boston Pizza window? It's a Corvette C8. I seriously don't see that car anywhere.
Why are our shadows not as dark as the bar shadows?
O cachorro botou um pescoço aqui no telhado. Ih, gente, é um gato!
No. That shoe one, I'm not here for it. Those shoes were clearly like shoes he wears all the time. You could tell they were broken in, they weren't brand new. Like he wears these shoes all the time. My guess, he probably wore them maybe the day before to work, and now he's went home, took a shower, he went to bed, and he's waking up the next day to try to put these shoes back on. And they don't fit. They're both left feet. What happened to his right foot? I don't know. Make it make sense. I've heard so many stories like this where like family were over at like grandma and grandpa's for the Christmas break, and normally they take their 2-year-old shoe off right at the door because they will lose them around the house and then they'll be on the hunt for 2-year-old shoes. And she says this Christmas she didn't because she was walking in with gifts and food and all of her family, and she just got distracted and she didn't take his shoes off right at the door. So then it comes time to leave and she's on the hunt for her 2-year-old shoes because he just takes them off and throws them wherever the hell he wants. And these were brand new shoes that he just got at her house for Christmas before they went to grandma and grandpa's. So she goes on the hunt for her 2-year-old shoes. She's searching everywhere around grandma and grandpa's house and she can't find them anywhere. She finds the left shoe, but she can't find the right shoe. And she's like searching. Her brother's helping her search. Her dad's helping her search. They're all looking, right? And then grandpa yells out, "Oh, I found his other shoe." And she has the left one in her hand. She's been walking around holding it so she doesn't lose this one. And grandpa brings her the other shoe and it's another left shoe. And she's like, no, like there's no way. Like these aren't old shoes that he like got as a hand-me-down or that we even have extras of laying around the house. These are brand new shoes that he just got as a gift at my house before we came here. And they were left and right foot. I put him on his feet before he left, like no shot. So she kept looking because she's like, that's not it. Like maybe that's just like an old shoe that I didn't think we had the same one of, but like that's not it. So she keeps searching and she eventually finds the correct right shoe that is the match to her 2-year-old shoes that he's missing. But grandpa still has the extra left shoe and they can't figure out where it came from. Doesn't make any sense because this is the only pair of shoes like this that he's ever gotten. So how does he have two? It just doesn't make sense. I don't know. But like I said, this is not the only version of this story that I've ever seen. I've heard multiple versions of it. It's happening to multiple different people. And it seems like as of lately, these glitches are getting more and more intense and happening at a higher and higher rate and more frequently, if you ask me. And then when it comes to that like fancy sports car in the parking lot that's reflecting on the window, but they don't see it anywhere in the parking lot, I've seen this video before, and the only thing that I can think to make sense of it, and I'll show you exactly on screen what I'm talking about as I'm talking about it. If you look in the reflection of this car in the window, like if you look in the mirror, the reflection part, you can see that the orange car is parked directly in front of some sort of bush, right? And then you look around the parking lot and you don't really see that same similar bush anywhere near the window. So it doesn't make sense. Like, why is that reflecting on there? Like the car and the bush, right? But then if you look around the parking lot, you do see a bush similar to that bush in the reflection over on the left side of the parking lot. Here, I'll point it out right here so you see what I'm talking about. So that bush right there looks similar to the reflective bush that we're seeing like right behind this car, or right, the car's parked right in front of it. And we can't see what is on the other side of that bush from the perspective of the person recording this video. Like, he's on one side of the bush and we can't see what's on the other side of that bush. Now, could that orange car be parked on the other side of that bush, and that's why it's showing up like it's in front of a bush in the reflection? Sure, absolutely. We can't see what's on the other side of that bush, so we can't say for sure that that car isn't there. But that bush and that spot in the parking lot is too far away from that window to be causing the reflection. So I don't know what's going on here. Sure, the orange car could be parked behind that bush over there, but why is it reflecting on the window all the way on the other side of the parking lot? Like, that's not how reflections work, bro. Make it make sense. And then the couple sitting there, why weren't their shadows as dark as the pole shadows? Because like, they're a solid object just like the pole is a solid object. I don't know. Can somebody make this make sense?
World falling apart and shit. I'm not f***ing with it. What's going on? What's going on? This shit just flashing. Huh?
These videos of the sky glitching are getting out of hand, okay? I've seen so many of these, and I'm sure you guys have too. What is going on? Remember a few years ago when it was happening in New York and they tried to say it was like a transformer blowing? But when transformers blow, it's an orange fire, not a blue fire. So why are we seeing these blue flashing lights in all the skies? It doesn't make sense. Plus, they only gave the transformer blowing explanation once, like, I don't know, 3-4 years ago, maybe longer than that. But it's not like they're continuously giving this transformer blowing explanation. So why are we continuously seeing these lights? Make it make sense.
On my phone, so probably not. Okay, so, well, clear. Okay, so it went away, it came back. So this is in the sky.
What?
I'm talking to the video.
Gone. Oh.
No, it's still there. This is just there. I don't know what. I'm trying to block the light.
What are those streaks in the sky? Like, no shot I'd be out there with my husband and we catch this and we're just like, huh, that's weird. Let's go back inside now and continue our day. Like, no. What could make that? Because it's clearly nighttime. Like, that's not the sun. I don't know. If you guys have ever seen anything like this, or if you can explain it, please let me know down in the comments, because like, what would cause this in the sky at nighttime? I don't know. I'm baffled. Standing still. Weird. I don't know. Reality is getting very strange. These glitches in the Matrix are getting out of hand, okay? Like, for anybody who's ever been married or like considered like proposing to somebody or went ring shopping, like, you know how expensive wedding rings can be, right? Like, they're expensive. They can, obviously you can get some for cheap if you get cubic zirconium instead of diamonds, or, you know, whatever. But This particular ring on her finger looks expensive. Like, it looks like it's the real deal wedding. It doesn't look like it's a fake diamond. Like, it looks like the setting of the ring, the stone of the ring, it all looks relatively expensive. So you're not going to go out and buy duplicates of the same wedding ring. Why would you do that? Like, it has sentimental value, that one ring. And I know people have like the wedding ring and then like the band. Obviously, they cause a set together and you know, we all know that deal. But that's not what that was. It wasn't one was her wedding ring and then one was the band. No, it was a duplicate, exact copy of her wedding ring, and she had two of them. That doesn't even begin to make sense because, like, no, you don't have duplicates of your same wedding ring. You just don't. Who would? They're expensive, and why would you need it? So weird. Let me know what you guys think. Have you ever experienced a glitch like this on your own? Because like they are happening more frequently. I'm telling you, it's crazy. At least more and more people are reporting them happening more and more frequently. So I would love to know if you guys have experienced anything similar. Drop a comment and let me know. In this next video, I want you to keep your eye on the puppy that runs into the doghouse. Just keep your eye on him. You'll see why. Like, is it video editing? Is it fake? Is it real? I don't know, but like that puppy clearly went in as a golden like labradoodle and came out chocolate. What's going on? Like, puppies don't just change the color of their fur coats, so make it make sense. Is it video editing? Is it fake? Is it real? Let me know what you think.
They told us the eclipse will cause this to happen. Now we have new animals. And a lot of you people in Comet Land down there seem to know a lot about everything. So tell me, smarty, what is this?
Okay, seriously though, did the eclipse cause some type of weird animals to form? Because what was that first thing? Like, I don't recognize it, and quite frankly, I don't think I want to recognize it. Like, no thank you. What was that first little white, small animal? Looked like some sort of like miniature goat? I don't know, but its head didn't look like it had a hard skull in it. It was like bubbly and bouncing around and like loose. I don't know. And I didn't see any eyes or like distinctive facial features on that first little white animal. Did you? Do you, now that I'm playing it on the screen? Because like I still don't. Creepy. And then I know the second one could have been like, I don't know, a goat, a lamb or something. Not a lamb, but like some sort of goat or some sort of animal like that. But it still didn't look natural. Like its giant old ears, like, I don't know. Glitches in the Matrix are getting out of hand. These animals are starting to contort and shift and change into different versions of themselves that I never have seen, and quite frankly could have lived the rest of my life without ever seeing. These are kind of horrifying. And if I went to a farm and saw these animals in real life, I'd be rather confused. Please drop a comment and let me know if you know what that first little white animal was. Because like I said, this second one is not as mind-blowing to me. It could be just like a version of a goat or something. I don't know. Second one was easier to explain in my opinion. But the first one, what was it? Where was its like distinctive facial features? Why was its head so loose and bubbly and bouncing around? Make it make sense. It's getting smaller. Why was that building so big?
Scared. There's no one standing there, but there's a silhouette, like a shadow of
glitch in the Matrix. The motherfucker is just floating there. Dead. There's nothing around it. Just floating there. What the fuck?
Now, I understand that these could be just illusions, and like that's why I kind of put these ones after the glitches in the Matrix, because the next few ones could just be illusions. But like, why did that building look so big at the beginning of that video, and then as she continuously drove down the street and got closer and closer to the building, it shrunk? which is, again, some sort of illusion. I'm sure we've seen that before while driving. But then why was it so small at the end? Like, it was such a small building. So why did it look so big? I don't know. It's weird. So weird. And then, like, the face flashing in the sky, I know you guys have seen videos of that before because, like, so many people all around the world have been capturing this same thing in the sky during thunderstorms. Seems like there's some type of giant face up by the stars and the moon, and it's, like, watching us and showing itself during thunderstorms. I don't know what's going on, but it seems like ever since, like, 2023, the beginning of 2024, we've been all collectively as a unit seeing this giant face in the sky during thunderstorms looking down on us. Weird. Are they all, like, AI? Are they all fake edited videos, or is this real to some extent? And if it is, what's going on? Please let me know your thoughts. And the cars on the freeway one, please make that shit make sense, because I can't. How was it when they were driving? Okay, they're driving, like, say north, and there's cars coming at them southbound, okay? Southbound cars at first are coming towards them as they should, as you imagine they would on the freeway, right? You're driving one way, on the other side of the divider, the cars are heading towards you. I think we all know how driving on a freeway works. Makes sense for, like, the first 10 seconds of the video. Then, on the left side of the freeway, you see a break in the cars. Like, there's, like, a space, right? A gap, if you will. Then, when you see the gap ended and there's more cars coming on the left, now these cars are all of a sudden facing the same way that you're facing. Like, all these cars that are going southbound are facing northbound on the southbound side of the freeway. Not just one, not just two, not five, not 10, all of them. Every single one. And they're parked, stuck in traffic, facing the wrong way. How does this happen? How does everybody get on the freeway going the wrong way? And then there's a group of people in front of them that are headed the right way on the same side of the freeway. I am just as baffled as you are. Please make this shit make sense if you can, because I can't. And then how many videos have we all seen of, like, palm fronds, or, like, you know, like the palm tree branches, or like birds or planes or helicopters or anything, like, just stuck in the air, hovering there, not moving at all, just, like, stuck, glitched out. And that's exactly what we just saw with that bird. What is going on? Like, why does this keep happening more and more frequently? Why are more and more people capturing this on tape? I don't know. Creepy. Does it have something to do with the fact that AI can generate videos now? I don't know. I really personally don't think so, because if you stick around a little bit longer, we're going to get into some of these AI-made videos that for some reason are fooling the internet into believing that they're real, and I don't understand it. We'll touch on it. Make sure you stick around. I'm going to show you some examples of AI videos, and these don't look the same. Like, they just don't. They don't hit the same. They don't feel the same. They don't look the same. Nothing. Let me know what you think, and just wait until we get to these AI videos. Just wait. The Matrix is officially broken. Like, there's no way. Is he just highly skilled? Like, how is he throwing this basket of apples up in the air and it's perfectly splitting right at, like, the side of this bin? All the apples are going in the bin, and, or the tomatoes, whatever these are going in the bin, and then his plastic, or his bucket that he was picking the stuff up in, his bag, whatever, goes to the other side. Like, it perfectly splits in air, nobody touched it. Each, like, pile of things go where they need to go, and his job's done, and it looks so much easier for him. Is this just some, like, a type of skill that he's learned over the years, and, like, you throw a bag a certain way and the wind handles the rest? I don't know. Like I said, some of these could be an illusion, but they could also be glitches in the Matrix. So, let me know what you think. How is he doing this? Is it a skilled worker, or has he glitched the Matrix?
This guy is a wizard.
Yeah, you do it. What? Another one. Do the next one. Do another one. Hurry up. Wait, go on. He's got skill. What is... Go. Oh my god! What the fuck? You are the...
This guy's a wizard. He's a wizard. I mean, I guess if you drop enough papers under a door, you'll eventually figure out, like, the perfect rhythm to, like, drop it and have it perfectly sucked under the door. Maybe he's just good at his job too, but did it not look like he was a wizard? Because it kind of looked like he was a wizard. Even the chicks that were with him, like, witnessing this in real life, they were baffled by it. Like, how you doing this, bro? He's just, like, simply dropping it with such ease, and just like, phew, right under the door. Phew, right under the door. Every single time. Perfect. Crazy. I guess if you, like, repetitively do something enough, eventually you'll become a pro at it, right? Maybe that's what we're seeing here. I don't know. Okay, so at an Indonesian basketball game, apparently there was, like, a real-life demon, zombie, cryptid woman in the stands, sitting with the rest of the fans watching the game play out. And I don't know why the people next to her didn't notice her or like ask her what's up, because if this chick was sitting next to me, I definitely would have. I'm sorry, but I would have had to start a conversation and been like, yo, did you just crawl out of a grave? Why do you look like this? Check it out. Let me know what you think. I know, right? Like, tell me if you saw that in person, you wouldn't be creeped the fuck out. Okay? No shot in hell that I'm going to a basketball game. I don't care if it's in America, Indonesia, freaking China. I don't care where it is. There's no shot that I'm going to a basketball game and I'm just going to sit in the crowd and the person next to me looks like they just crawled out of a fucking grave with like dirt underneath their fingernails and like black eyes and shit and like cuts on their face, and I'm not going to ask them what's up or like try to start a conversation and figure out what the fuck is going on here and what I'm seeing. Sorry. It's the conspiracy theorist in me. It's like the question everything, curiosity killed the cat, I'll be the cat, I need to know. What is going on? Creepy, right? Would you be comfortable at a basketball game if this person was sitting next to you looking like that? Because like, something's rubbing me wrong, bro. You don't feel like a person. I feel like you're an entity that's gonna haunt me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this was like a staging for a movie or something. I don't know. We're all talking about it, so if it was, it worked, but creepy. Creepy.
Oh my god, no, fuck that.
Absolutely not. Like, absolutely not. You're out in the woods, like, riding a horse, and your horse starts to freak the fuck out like that, you need to get out of there. You need to get the fuck out of there. Horses are so intelligent. He sensed that thing behind the tree. He sensed it. He knew it was there, and he was warning you to get the hell out of Dodge. Creepy. Creepy. And then, if I'm ever on my way home late at night driving through some like fucking creepy cryptid forests like that on like a dark ass like road where if I were to turn off my headlights I wouldn't even see what's around me, and I hear some noises like that, no, I am the hell out of there so fucking quick. Y'all would be like, where'd Katie go? I'm gone. Like, I'm so good. Absolutely not. And you live near there? Creepy. Creepy, creepy, creepy. See, I want to move up north and I want to live in like the woods, like in like the, you know, boondocks, like backcountry roads, like where you're not by anybody else. But then at the same time, like, it kind of scares me. Because I see all these cryptid videos and I'm like, bro, what if I get haunted by like a cryptid and I'm like stuck in the middle of the woods by nobody? It's creepy. It takes a different type of person to be willing to live in the woods, man. Let me know what you guys would do if you were on like a dark road with no street lights in the car with like yourself or like your husband or your wife or whatever, and you hear this shit outside the window. What are you doing? Are you flooring it? Driving towards it? Or are you putting that shit in reverse and get the fuck out of there and finding a new way home? Maybe go stay at a hotel for the night. I don't know. But I'm not driving down that dark fucking haunted country road at night while I hear those fucking voices or noises or whatever the fuck it was. Absolutely not. I'm good. And what in the hell was that cryptid at the end of that video? Like a weird owl-looking creature sitting on a log in the middle of the forest? No, thank you. I don't want to stick around to find out. I'm good. I think we still have a lot to figure out about this world that we live in. Now, we're going to take a break from, like, creepy cryptids, glitches in the Matrix, and all these, like, creepy, unexplainable things, and we're just going to look at some, like, truly, like, horrifying things that are real and that happen all the time and that would actually be scary. This is actually horrifying. Okay, so let me like set the stage and give you a little bit of background. So a couple gets married and they're going for their honeymoon, and they decide for their honeymoon they want to go stay in like the wilderness somewhere, I'm not sure exactly where, and they want to like camp out, right? They want to like have a tent and like camp out in the wilderness with like all the wildlife around them. Now they're somewhere where lions are, so like they have to be in like, I don't know, the safari or like somewhere where lions are at naturally in the wild. Okay, so husband and wife are camping in their tent after their wedding. They're celebrating their honeymoon. I'm sure we can imagine what married couples do on their wedding night. Okay, you sticking with me? We're trying to keep this appropriate here. So they're doing the do, and the noises attract nearby wildlife, more specifically nearby lions, who think that the noises they're hearing are coming from animals who are wounded. They're thinking wounded animals are calling out for help. And they're like, oh cool, what an easy snack. Let's go snack. So they go after the humans in this tent, and you'll have to watch the video to see what happens from there on out. Roll the tape, check it out. Let me know what you would do in this situation.
This is a true story about a couple camping in the wild who had a terrifying encounter with a lion. Let's dive into their harrowing experience. In the pitch black night, two lions circled the couple's tent. It seemed they hadn't caught any prey during the day and were now desperately hungry. After hours of wandering through the wilderness, the lions stumbled upon the tents, growing excited at the sounds coming from inside. To them, this indicated potential prey. The lions were initially unsure if they could capture whatever was inside. As they investigated, they realized the tents housed humans. This discovery thrilled them. They started pawing at the tent, likely thinking they were in for a feast. The lions might have thought, these foolish two-legged creatures dared to camp on our territory without our permission. Tonight, we will feast. Hearing the lions, the couple inside the tent began to panic. They tried to explain, please, we're locals. We just got married and are here on our honeymoon. We didn't mean to invade your territory. Please, spare us. Despite the couple's pleas, the lions couldn't control their predatory instincts. They began tearing at the tent with their powerful paws. Fortunately, the tent was sturdy enough to withstand the initial onslaught. After some time, the lions realized they couldn't easily get to the humans and decided to move on, disappearing into the night. The couple was incredibly lucky. If they had encountered tigers instead of lions, the outcome might have been far more dangerous.
Yeah, horrifying, right? Maybe, just maybe, y'all should have been a little bit more quieter in that tent, and the lions wouldn't have thought that you were wounded animals calling for help. Because your noises are what attracted them to you. But like, thank God they lost interest and they couldn't get in your tent, because this could have ended very, very differently for y'all. And I bet it's the last honeymoon that you'll spend on the safari in a tent. Horrifying. What would you do in that situation? Like, your noises have called lions over to you and they now think you're wounded and that you're a free meal and they want it. Horrifying. Like, genuinely horrifying. Like, Crypted, this shit's scary. For real. Wouldn't you agree? Now we're going to talk about Lil Uzi Vert for a second. Have you guys seen his latest album cover? His Eternal Take 2 album cover? Because if you haven't, I will put a picture on screen right now for everybody to see. But this is the cover that he chose for his Eternal Take 2 album cover. And it looks like these people are possessed, or demonic, or not human of some sort, right? With their glowing eyes, and it looks very ominous and very eerie. Well then, a couple weeks ago, Lil Uzi Vert decided that it would be the perfect time to stage an event to advertise, if you will, for his newest album coming out. And he staged this event that took place in New York City. Let me just roll the tape and you can check it out for yourselves, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. Check it out.
Russian! Yo, what's going on?
Yeah, so that's not a real alien ship. That's not even Lil Uzi Vert coming out of it, okay? Like, that's a hologram. It's not real. But the crowd is real, and the reaction, I think, is real. They could have had stage actors down there, obviously, but I think it's a real reaction. Anyways, so they have a hologram come into New York City, and it's of a UFO, and it looks like Lil Uzi Vert is coming down out of the beam underneath this UFO. But it's not real. It's a hologram, okay? This is just showing you that they do have the hologram technology. Irregardless of what anybody says, they have it. Lil Uzi Vert used it to advertise for his newest album. Then, right after this happens, are when the drones start going crazy in New York and in the Hamptons and like all over there, right? All on the East Coast is like they're seeing these drones and these orbs in the sky everywhere. So like, was Lil Uzi Vert trying to get you guys ready for what's coming? I don't know. But I think it's really fucking weird that he chose to do this as his album cover. Very strange. Like, very, very strange. Then you have that woman's story that has gone viral over these past couple weeks that everybody and their mother brother is talking about how she was abducted and she watched her body turn into particles and she was sucked up into the UFO and all this crazy stuff, right? All of these stories and accounts and Lil Uzi Vert's like album promotion and stuff is all happening right before these drones start to happen. And then right after this chick story goes viral and right after Lil Uzi Vert promotes his album like this, that's when we start seeing the drones. Coincidence? I think you guys know how I feel about those. Anyways, since this story is so stupid viral and everybody and their mother brother is talking about this girl and her story, I wanted to share her story with you all. I have not listened to this story yet. I did, find her story and edited part 1 and part 2 together, but I did not sit there and listen to really any of it. I heard like the first 10 seconds of her talking because I was trying to edit it, but that's it. So we are going to watch this together right now for the very first time, and you let me know what you think about it, and I'll let you know what I think about it. Let's check it out.
When I was home in 2016, Alexandria, Virginia, I was abducted by aliens from my bed. They came, they paralyzed me. I woke up around 4 o'clock in the morning. I was in bed by myself. I was laying back and I couldn't move anything. What I did notice is that my body started turning into particles. Like when you see a video and they have like the souls are lifting out of the body, but this time my soul and body, I don't know what it was, but it was turning into particles, and like you could see it turning into like see-through and getting out of my body. So I'm like, okay. I close my eyes, I open it up again, and I'm in a dark room and there's a light on top of me. I'm naked at this time. I'm looking around and I'm like, oh my god, and it's not like I'm looking around like I can move my head. No, I'm literally like this, like barely an inch moving around. And when I finally looked down at my feet like this, there was a white guy in a suit with sunglasses by my left foot. He saw that I woke up. He had sunglasses in the dark room. He saw that I woke up. And you know what he did? He took 2 steps back into the dark. So imagine being in a pitch black room and there's only one light right on top of you. I can't move, and I'm like, so I'm like, okay, I fall back asleep. I don't remember what happened. I wake up. And this time when I wake up, there's an alien right there on my left side, right here. He was standing right here. Like if I'm laying down, he's standing right here. And I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, what's going on? And I'm like looking around, and there's another alien on the right side. And I'm like, oh my god. So then the alien looks at me, and he goes, he leans in, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my goodness. He touches me here. As soon as he touched me, he talked to me telepathically. He was like, don't worry, you've been here many times. Stop freaking out. You know what's happening. And I'm like, I'm still shaking, right? And he was like, speak telepathically, speak with your mind. Speak with your mind. And I'm like, oh. So I'm like, what is he talking about? My head, I don't know, my head was racing. Guys, it's creepy. Being abducted by aliens is creepy. And like, me, I wasn't really into it. Like, I heard stories and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm like freaking out. And he was like, speak telepathically. Relax, you've done this many times. So I'm like, okay. Finally, I took his advice, right? And mind you, this is all happening in a couple seconds. In my mind, it's feeling like a couple seconds, right? He's still working. He's standing here, and he's working somewhere. I don't know what he's doing. I can't see. You know what I mean? I can't move my head this time. I just move my eyes. Until I finally got it that I have to speak telepathically. Okay, I don't know, for some reason I just knew what to do. And I looked at him in his eyes, and he tells me again, relax, you've been here before. And I'm like, oh my goodness, and I'm still freaking out. I'm like, what's going on? Like, what am I doing here? It's like, what's going on? And he goes, relax, you've been here before. Just relax, we're doing our little checkup on you. You know what's going on, just relax. He touches me again. Guys, when he touches me again, I pass out. When I wake up again, just for a quick second, not a quick second, probably like 5 to 10 seconds, I see him taking off his he had like a suit, but he also had something over his suit. He took it off, and right in front of me, he literally took off his coat and he cleaned his hands. I don't know if I think he had gloves out at the moment. He cleaned out his hands, and I saw him like this. And this was looking at me, and I'm like, okay, like at the moment when I saw his eyes, I was shocked, but then immediately in the same second, I was like, I've been here before, I know exactly what's going on, like this is okay, like I'm just gonna chillax, and let them do what they have to do. I'm just gonna relax and just, I'm gonna wake up and this is gonna be, all done and over with. Like obviously I've done this before, like let me just relax. And I'm like, okay, like at the moment when I saw his eyes, I was shocked, but then immediately in the same second, I was like, I've been here before, I know exactly what's going on, like this is okay, like I'm just gonna chillax, and let them do what they have to do. I'm just gonna relax and just, I'm gonna wake up and this is gonna be, all done and over with. Like obviously I've done this before, like let me just relax. So then I look at the alien, I look at him and I speak to him, and I'm like, what am I doing here? I don't remember. What am I doing here? He was like, we're creating the perfect humans. The world, there's going to be a presidential election, and with a female. It was not Hillary Clinton, and I visioned it. And I told all my family this, but he gave me visions, the world, and some little facts here and there about that I already have 3 hybrid children, and they know everything about me. They have pictures, they know my name, they know my kids, my real kids. But he looked at me, he was like, you will never meet them. They know you, but you will never meet them. He was like, we're using your DNA. So it's not only me, guys. There's several people throughout here. There are undercover, let's see, alien hybrid people, and not like they're real aliens. They're actually just using them as a machine, because you're literally recording everything through your eyes. They could dictate your emotions. They know your emotions. They know what you're doing, what you're thinking. And when you get brought up to this spaceship, they download everything. They know how you react, your feelings. Why do you feel that way? How do you think? Why are you thinking that way? Why are you doing this? They know all of that. Literally, it's like our eyes, our souls are their portals, so they can see what's going on in the world, because they know in the future there's going to be a huge explosion. And they showed me where, and if you look through my old TikTok videos, I go into details where the aliens did tell me about the presidential election, and that there was going to be a leak close by the Tennessee area, a leak. That's all I know, a leak. And then the next picture with the leak was whoosh, and then he showed me the map of the United States afterwards. So I'm not sure if I'm safe in that area. I'm not sure if they're collecting data because of that. When that happens, like they say, they're going to reproduce humans, and they try to make the perfect genetic DNA. Like, humans have a lot of emotions, and that's hard for humans to control their emotions. It's hard, and they're so advanced. They're so advanced from us that they don't think with emotion. They think logically. They don't think with emotions. So then the alien's still doing this thing. I fall back to sleep, right? And I'm like, okay, like it's fine. I'll wake up again. The 2 aliens are still there, one by here and the other one over here, like coming back and forth from here. And I wake up again. I'm like, okay, like what's going on? You already told me like what happened next. Like I'm gonna go home. Like what's gonna happen? I'm just thinking this in my head. And mind you, I'm not thinking this in like 2 minutes. I'm thinking this in like 2-3 seconds. You know what I mean? And then they did tell me that there are several things that I'm gonna wake up on, and I will just know what I have to do. And I'm like, not only me, but there's several people. It's like ever since that abduction, guys, I could look at like, I might sound crazy, but I could look at an image and I could read the whole details without even thinking about it. Like it just pops in my brain ever since then. And I've been telling people this story. I've been telling my family, I've been telling my friends, but they all been calling me crazy. But it's like, how do I know all of this? But anyways, that was my abduction. So then I fall back to sleep. I'm coming out of the spaceship. When I come out, I see a daughter, hybrid daughter, and I automatically knew that's my hybrid daughter. She was waving and she had a picture of me by the window. And when I came back down, my alarm system says alarm as soon as I woke up. And that is my 2016 abduction story.
Now, was she telling the truth? I don't know. I wasn't there with her. I don't know. But I think it's really suspicious and weird how I believe she says that this happened to her in like 2016. And now all of a sudden it's not going viral until 2024. Like, why did we wait 8 years to go viral after this event happened to you? I don't understand it. It's almost as if this narrative is purposely being pushed right now. Like, they want us all talking about aliens. They want it all over your For You page. They want that to be the only conversation we're having. And I haven't really quite figured out why, but I do know that I'm quite frankly kind of over talking about this. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that these drones are a real threat? Do you think that this narrative is purposely being pushed right now? I don't know. But I'll tell you what I really do think. I think the drones are American government technology or US or like a worldly government technology. Maybe not American, maybe not the US. I think majority of them are, but maybe there's some other countries that have drones up there too. I don't really know. But the drones are human technology. They're ours. And the orbs, I don't think they are. I just don't think they are. There's a video of people capturing these orbs and like zooming in on them, and they look like your biblical definition of an angel. The eyeball in the sky with the ring around it. Yeah, weird. I don't know. Anyways, I promised you we wouldn't spend much time on that, so I'm not going to. I'm going to move on, but you guys let me know what you think in the comments. Are the drones ours? Are the orbs ours? Is it all fake? Is it all holograms? Should we be concerned? Should we pay more attention, or should we stop talking about it? Please let me know what you think. Quite frankly, I'm over it. Okay, so now we're going to touch on these AI-made videos. And for some reason, these are fooling the internet into believing that they are real. Like 100% real. And I don't understand it. I will play some on the screen as I talk to you about this, and you can see exactly what I'm talking about. But basically, there are these deep sea videos of deep sea cryptids and creatures and unexplainable eerie things being found at the bottom of the sea. And some of them even go as far to say, like, new technology has allowed us to get to the bottom of the Mariana Trench, and we're finding creatures there that we have never seen before.
The most sophisticated submersible to date, Neptune 1 ventured to the deep waters near the coastal city of Hyrule. The team uncovered a thriving marine ecosystem, reclaiming an area shaped by volcanic eruptions millions of years ago. These ancient eruptions altered the course of evolution in the region, creating unique adaptations in the species that now inhabit these waters.
It's a lie. It's AI made. These are not real creatures that are found in the bottom of the ocean. And like, if you can't tell that these are AI made, I can't help you. These aren't real. This is not what a creature at the bottom of the ocean would look like. Like, okay, to an extent, I could see why AI put these faces on these creatures, because it does almost make your brain think like, whoa, that does kind of look like an animal that would be at the bottom of the ocean, but it's not. It's not. This is AI made. They are all 100% fake. Every single one of these videos that I am putting on screen right now is AI made. It is fake. It is not real. Should not be taken as real. These creatures do not live in our oceans, at least not that we're aware of. Is there some type of advanced life form in our oceans? Yeah, I think so, but it's not this. But now that you're getting a taste for these AI made videos, do you see the difference? They don't look like the videos that I was showing you in the beginning. They just don't. They have a different feel to them. They have a different look to them. They just, the energy is so different. I don't know. I think the videos that I showed in the beginning of this video were real, genuine glitches in the Matrix that don't have any explanation, and like, it's creepy. And then these are AI videos. And they're trying to like confuse you with the truth that you're coming across by all this bullshit fake videos that are out there, and creep you out and make you think like that these things are in the ocean when they're not. Okay, these are AI, they're fake. I think you get the point. Let's move on. So our last topic of the day that we had to touch on in this video is Justin Bieber's music video. It came out like, I don't know, a few years ago. I forget exactly when it came out, but it's not like a new song by any means. And I don't think the video is new either. I think they've both been out for a couple years. Like, it's been out for some time. But society has just realized recently how satanic and how much symbolism is in this video that Justin Bieber released. And I want you to see exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna play a little clip right here of the song. It's only like 3 seconds of the song because I don't wanna get like a strike or like, you know, demonetized or anything. So I'm just gonna play like 3 seconds of the song so you know exactly what song I'm talking about. And then I will show you the images and stuff that is in this music video, and it will blow your mind. Check it out. Okay, so that's the song that I'm talking about. And in this music video, Justin Bieber is dancing in front of a white screen. And on the white screen behind him are all these images that are flashing so fast. I'm talking like a tenth of a second they're up there for. It's so fast that even when you slow it down to like half speed or like 0.2 speed, you still can't see it. Like I had to slow this video all the way down and then save that version to my phone and then edit it again and slow it again down to half speed in order for us to even see these images. They fly by so quick. They didn't want you to physically see them. They just wanted your subconscious to pick it up. And I guess they never thought that we would slow the video down. I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking, because like obviously we can slow this video down and see what these pictures are. So like why would you even put this out there? Because they like putting the truth in plain sight, because they like rubbing it in our faces, and because laws of the universe, they have to tell us what they're doing, and our silence is consent, obviously. But just look at some of these images that are popping up in the background while Justin Bieber is dancing and talking about where are you now that I need you. It's super satanic. It's super symbolistic. It's just eerie. It leaves you with like a weird feeling. Like I don't know. I had a pit in my stomach after editing this video together for you guys to see these images behind him. It's disgusting. And they're clearly trying to push a narrative very, very hard. And they didn't want us to see it. They just wanted our subconscious to pick it up. And I guess they didn't have enough faith in like we the people to slow this video down and see what they're force feeding us. But we did. You're welcome. You know what this reminds me of? That glowing ball. It's like a 3D ball that's in Las Vegas. And when people were driving by on the freeway, it was like flashing all these subliminal messages at them at like really stupid fast speeds that they couldn't even really see it, but their subconscious was picking it up. Yeah, very similar to that. I don't know. I don't like this way this makes me feel. I don't like anything about it, and I had to bring it to your attention. Let me know what you guys think. Was this accidental? Was this another coincidence? Or was this 1000% done on fucking purpose? Let me know what you think in the comments. But now we have officially made it to the end of this video, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this one here. Thank you guys so much for your time. I really, really appreciate everybody hanging out with me. Again, I apologize for the, break that I took over the Christmas holidays and how I haven't uploaded anything to my YouTube channel or any of my other social media pages in about a month. I know I'm slacking, I'm sorry. I've been busy, but you know what? I'm back at it like a bad habit, okay? I ain't going nowhere. Now, if you didn't like the video in the beginning of the video, do me a favor and go tickle the hell out of the like button now. And if you're not subscribed to our channel, come on over and get subscribed to our channel and make sure you hit that little notification bell so you get notified whenever I upload new videos just like this. But that is all of the Matrix malfunctioning and glitches in reality videos that I have for you. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it made you realize how eerie and strange this world truly can be. And I also hope that if you have any of your personal stories or any glitches in the Matrix or anything like that that has ever happened to you, please drop a comment and share it with me below. Share it with all of our community below. I'm going to be creating a Discord so that we can share all of our stories there together. Until the Discord is created, you guys can always email me or message me on social media. Please share your stories. I love hearing them. I love reading them. I am a little bit behind on my emails because I've been so fucking busy over the holidays. So I'm like trying my best to get back to people. So if you're waiting on an email response from me, just know it's coming. I'm getting to you. I promise. Again, I'm very sorry for the delay. Thank you guys so much for your patience and your love and your support and everybody sending me stuff. I really appreciate it. I feel the love. Thank you guys so much. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy New Year to all of you who celebrate those. I hope you had a wonderful holiday and I hope your New Year is just as good. And I hope 2025 brings you guys nothing but joy, love, peace, and happiness. But all right, I'm gonna jump on out of here. Thank you guys so much for your time. I really, really appreciate it more than you'll ever know. And that's it for me. So I'm gonna jump on out of here. I love you all so much. Be kind to each other. And until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.